Funny too, I was watching that video and when I bumped it, the alternator moves.
Yeah.
So that I was probably going like the belt had enough grip to turn the alternator.
Yeah.
You got any microphone thing?
It's on the camera.
Okay.
The one that's on the camera.
I mean the boom mic thing?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. I don't know if you'll catch, if you'll hear what I'm saying, but the coming to my lines here, transmission lines. I want to grab me some hose clamps, babe. I will also need the line cutter too.
Well, this mic will work as long as the turbo fan's not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Once we turn that on, then you need the other mics.
Gotcha. Well, I had put a mark on these lines. I guess I probably intended I was going to take the lines back off. Let's see what we can do here. Probably going to need the drill and the drill bit, the 1/8" drill bit, small one, with the step bit. We're going to have to put a clamp up here where these double hoses come up in the grill shell, so that they stay there. What I will probably need next will be, I had a thin strip of metal, like something about 1 inch wide of like the thinner stuff, like the 18 gauge or 20 gauge steel. You may have to go over to the plumbing box and get me another one of these line cutters, because this one I think is, well, finally got through it. I think it has a bad spot on the cutter. Yeah, it does. I don't know if you can replace those or not. I suppose at one time you could. It's American made. It's rolling smoother.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
It's helpful.
The other one would be like, ugh. If I have to, babe, I could just make a piece and find one.
I think I see a piece. I'm just not distracted.
It's alright. Oh, yeah. That should work. Put it up on the vise, someone need to drill a hole in it, or drill a hole in it. like at the very end of it, like to make a tab. What I'm going to do is shape it to hold the lines. Like.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Like that. This is what I want to do. Check through two lines. What I used to do in the old days before shrink wrap. You want to do shrink wrap, but you want to put something a little extra on there. Just keep any of the, even though we're holding rubber, which should probably be fine, just anyway. But this covers any chamfing edge you might have. You can put a hole inside of the radiator shroud grill cover. No holes in right there. Could you go grab me a pair of needle nose pliers, maybe? I gotta put a little sharper hook bill on this so the lines don't fall down.
Got two sizes. Really little.
Oh, I took the big one.
Really big.
That's really the whole thing with these things, is figuring out how am I going to do that, or how am I going to get this done. This is what I want it to look like, how am I going to get there?
You scared the crap out of me. You tilted the whole grill.
Yeah, we don't have the other bolts in it.
No, we don't.
So,
okay, right there.
Is that where it lines up?
Pretty close.
Okay, thank you. I think it's tucked as tightly as it's going to get. It's up there, babe. It's hot hanging, so. But this type of display would work in the cluster. Or that could go up into the cluster
Okay.
and actually be behind take the spot of either one of the Idealite holes.
Gotcha.
So, but it was this thing that I needed out. Because, of course, I need to plug it into.
Water jacket.
Exactly. Which would be right here. Which is that one. So back tomorrow to you. So that is much bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
So I now have to
Adapt it.
exactly. And I got a couple spots where I keep that stuff.
Which one's smaller to go through the firewall?
Yeah. I don't like making big holes in the firewall.
No.
The thermostats don't give you much choice. Now, I suppose I could break this down to the wire pins, but that means messing with the detents and all that stuff. And it's usually a pain in the butt. So, I need to find, well, one, I need to determine where we're going to go through it.
Is that whole thing long enough to get from here to the firewall?
Yeah. Yeah, I could do it. You mean inside?
Yeah, it's on there. I was just trying to figure out if the plug was going to be outside.
Well, I also got a hose that you gotta put through the vacuum line for that picture. So, it's not like I'd have a choice of getting through the firewall. But it pretty much got to anyway, so. Yeah. It's gonna have to be a hole big enough that we can fit this line through it and that, so they all will probably be kind of dual purpose.
The booster will dictate more about where you're going to come through the firewall for this than your gauge.
Yeah, well, I got some flexibility with the line. What I'm thinking is somewhere right around here for several reasons.
Well, you got to look on the inside to make
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it kind of puts it off.
I'm worried about the crap stuff here that I'm
What, is it a rat?
Yeah.
Where, do you see him?
Yes. He's underneath the metal cage thing. I mean,
Looks pretty good.
it's pretty. How long do you need it?
Close. Do you want to have more of that or not?
I think so. Would you burn? Phew, that's stinks.
It's the
Insulation? Ooh, gosh. Is it on fire?
It's melting.
Whew. Oh, that is awful.
See that pretty tight on the other one?
If that's not, I mean, if that's gonna be connected to where you're at, that piece is not long enough.
Yeah.
Well, you tell me, is it tight enough?
Oh, it fits nice on there.
Okay.
This is a little loose on this one.
Oh.
But that's, I can always get a little tighter. But that's also just the size of the hole too. And there isn't much room.
Excuse me.
See that? It's pretty snug.
Yeah.
So it almost makes me want to put a hole.
Another hole
In the firewall
for the,
thermostat.
well, if you fed the thermostat piece through first, I mean, it'll be a snug fit, but it should run, the wire should run next to that.
I think so.
Yes, I am not certain.
That's right.
Well, I think you might ought to clean up that edge before we do it. You're gonna mess up the wire.
Okay. Well, we should find the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna say with the grommet, you're not gonna get both things through. So you might better just go ahead and do a bigger hole and get a bigger grommet.
I may have to fix that later. Well, if I watch it, it sucks flat. You have to do something. There's also, I'm thinking about it. There's also another trick taking, because that's got a 3/8 ID, and I can take some of that 3/8 line and make an S-bend with it, and then stick it in the hose, and it'll make the hose warm, because we're just dealing with vacuum and whatnot. It's not stuff won't through. Alright, so that's plugged. One, the water pump's plugged. Alright, well, working on King Toad today, and like most days, I've made a new plate here for my water thermostat, because you notice how close this GM style distributor is to that. I gotta move that over. Yesterday I started cutting a piece of pipe to kind of do a little doodad like this. And what I may do too, ouch, is I need to get a couple bolts in that. The next thing would be, is my height. Got a ruler over here. And this hose, I'm thinking about trying to use I will probably put some kind of a high point bleeder on it. So I'm gonna say probably right at the top of that yellow mark there, where I need to be. My tube to be from that low point about 5.5 inches tall, maybe close to 90. Actually doesn't look too bad. Fits on there squarely. I can also put a support too if I'm that concerned about it. I could put a little curly Q or something there. Alright, well, next thing would be to tack it. Okay. For my next trick, looks like to me I got her centered pretty good. So get the welder over here closer and we'll get some more welds. All right, gotta let her that cool off. She is warm. That is warm, 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 warm. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pause it from here for a moment. Remember what I say? Don't do what I do. You do you. Go out in the garage and have fun. God bless and toad out.